What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks MLB player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prizepicks, would highly recommend you check them out, guys. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like player strikeouts, first inning runs allowed, first inning hits allowed, earned runs allowed, hits allowed, walks allowed, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in, get that free money offer. Start winning some money over here on Prizepicks with these picks today, guys. And if you are getting very serious, I would highly recommend you check out my premium content packages. That's linked below in the description, along with all my links, my link tree. Patreon.com/KJK_DFS is the website if you're looking to visit. Do offer Prizepicks MLB packages, WNBA, NFL is coming up. You can get the VIP package, which is going to give you access to every single one of my packages to go along with an exclusive Discord. You get top priority notifications before I even release these videos, before it bumps. I'm up late night, up early morning, finding edge oftentimes on these slates. So would highly recommend you check out this one. Picks for all apps, but not limited to Prizepicks, Underdog, Monkey Knife Fight, Sleeper, Betcha, Hot Streak, all of the above to go along with the DFS side as well. So check that out if you're interested and if you enjoy the content. Would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It's free. It takes 2 seconds. It really does help me, and I'm working hard on these videos to give you guys some winning plays. So let's talk about it today. We'll go game by game as we always do. And the first game that I'm going to talk about tonight is going to be the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Detroit Tigers. And I want to talk about Mr. Patrick Sandoval because he gets a fantastic K matchup taking on a K-heavy Detroit Tigers team, and he does have some pretty good swinging strike rate stuff, some pretty good K stuff. When I go ahead and sort my sheet by swinging strike rate, as far as how Patrick Sandoval grades out, you can see he's up here with a 12.3% swinging strike rate, 23.8% K rate overall, with a 23.4% K rate against righties, and a 25% K rate against lefties. So really respectable K stuff. And like I said, he gets a fantastic K matchup taking on this Detroit Tigers team that when we're looking at these K rates against left-handed pitching, starting from the bottom up with Castro, he's only got a 15% K rate, but then we get past him 28, 21, 22, 31, 19, 17, 22, and 30 at the top with Green. So we have some really high strikeout guys throughout the order. Javi Baez and Miguel Cabrera's K rates do dip down a little bit to left-handed pitching, but like I said, with the swinging strike rate, with the lack of discipline in this Detroit lineup, they definitely have some free swingers and not exactly the most disciplined lineup. So I really like Sandoval's odds of being able to rack up 6+ strikeouts in this matchup, which is where his K prop is set at 5.5. I think there's some edge. He hasn't gotten a bump to 6 or anything yet over here on Prizepicks. So like the over 5.5 strikeouts for Patrick Sandoval. That's going to be pick number 1. And then pick number 2, we're going to kick it right on over to the other game. I'm sorry, the other side of this game. And the one thing I didn't mention on Sandoval is also the pitch count. That's also something we're looking at every single time. We want a guy that can have an extended pitch count. You can see he's up there right around 100 pitches every game. 95, 105, 92, 102. Can be a little bit inefficient, can have a little bit of a walk issue at times. But luckily for him, like I said, these aren't exactly the most disciplined hitters on Detroit. And good swing strike stuff. I really think this is a great time for him to rack up those Ks in this matchup. And the same thing can be said on the other side of this game with Matt Manning. He's a top prospect for the Detroit Tigers. 2020, he was a top 3 prospect. Didn't exactly have the best K stuff when he came up. Hasn't exactly had the best numbers throughout the season, but we're starting to see him flash some of that top prospect abilities as of late. And the swing strike stuff starting to climb up quite a bit as well. Looking at Mr. Matt Manning, you can see he's got a 10.1% swing strike rate. 16.2% K rate is really less than impressive, but 16.7% K rate against those righties and not 15.7% K rate against those lefties. Over a 25 innings pitch sample size, but like I said, as of late, starting to turn it on a little bit. I think he might have found a little bit of a second gear because you look at the last 2 outings against the White Sox and the Rays. Don't get me wrong, the Rays are a fantastic strikeout matchup, but so is this matchup against the Angels. He racked up 7 strikeouts on 95 pitches. Last time out, 86 pitches, 5 strikeouts against the Chicago White Sox. He got pulled from that game a little bit early because of the 4 earned runs. Didn't exactly have the best performance. But the pitch count's typically up there in the 90s if he's able to perform well like he did in this Rays game. He went 7 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. I don't want to be targeting his fantasy because I do think there's a little bit of a variable in there. Like I said, that he's still developing a little bit. Does have a little bit of a hard contact issues against left-handed hitting specifically. So I'm going to stay away from the fantasy. But I do like the K prop. He's got a large pitch count. His K prop's very reasonable at only 4.5. And then we've been targeting this Angels lineup all year long. Started from the bottom up with Sierra as far as their K rates are concerned. 15% for him, but then 37, 32, 31, 17, 23, 31, 21, and 6. There's a lot of strikeouts to be had. I guess Mike Trout might be back in the lineup, but even if he is, Trout's featuring a 31% K rate against righties. Dealing with some back injuries, supposedly, that might kind of affect him the rest of his career. I don't know if we're going to see the same Mike Trout. I hope we do. I wish Mike Trout the best, but there's also a possibility he goes downhill a little bit. And like I said, Matt Manning's upwards of 90 pitches. The Angels only have a 4 implied total. Vegas is not expecting them to really light him up. And only a 4.5 K prop. I think there's some really good value on this one. So I want to take the over 4.5 strikeouts here for Matt Manning as pick number 2. Pick number 3. We're going to kick it on down to the Kansas City Royals taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. And we got 2 pitchers in one of the best pitching environments in baseball, facing 2 very K-heavy lineups. First, Brady Singer. He gets to go into the Trop. This is going to be a big ballpark upgrade for him compared to his home ballpark. You can see Tropicana Field. A lot of red going on from a hitting environment. One of the best pitching environments in baseball. Always a ballpark I love to target pitchers in. And Singer has been fantastic as of late. Really starting to, once again, a top prospect that in his second, third, fourth year kind of thing. They're going to start to flourish a little bit if they stick around. And he's starting to look a lot better. 25.5% K rate overall with only a 6% walk rate. He's got a 10.1% swinging strike rate. 21.7% K rate against righties. And a 29.6% K rate against lefties. So elite K stuff against the left-handed side of the plate. And the Rays have some lefties throughout. They also have a lot of really heavy strikeout bats throughout their lineup. Reading off these K rates, starting from the bottom up with Tampa. See 29% for Mejia at the bottom. 31, 27, 34, 27, 14, 23, 25, and 23. Man, there is a lot of strikeouts. They only have a 3.85 implied total. Singer's a guy that they will let go deep into the ball games. He's got an extended pitch count as well. You can see 102, 99, 90, 99, 94. He's gone 6 or more innings in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight games. You look at the earned runs, 1-0, 4, 1-0. So only one of these games he would not have qualified for the quality start. And then the strikeouts, 12, 10, 3, 6, 7. And one of these games was against the same Tampa opponent. 6 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts, 1 earned run on 94 pitches. That is phenomenal. If you can do that again, we will not complain. And I think there's a really good value on his pitcher fantasy score over here on Prizepicks. So pick number 3, only in the low 30s here. I'm going to be going with the over 33.5 pitcher fantasy score for Brady Singer. His K prop set is 6.5. I think there's a solid chance, even if he only strikes out 6, he could hit the over on this fantasy score. If he strikes out 6, goes 6 or more innings, and he can still give up 2 earned runs and still hit the over on this fantasy score. So I really like this. Over 33.5 pitcher fantasy score for Brady Singer. That's going to be pick number 3. And pick number 4, we're going to run it back on the other side with Shane McClanahan. And he has had some really bad struggles since the All-Star break. I don't know what's going on, but if there was ever a time for him to break out and be the old Shane McClanahan that we know, this is it against this Royal squad that traded away everyone at the deadline. There's no Benintendi, there's no Whit Merrifield. This lineup is not looking good these days. They got Salvador Perez and Bobby Witt in the 2 and 3 spot, both talented hitters, but also both have a lot of strikeouts. And McClanahan has the most elite swing strike stuff on the slate. Like I said, the last few times it's been a struggle. This is probably my last straw with Shane McClanahan. I got to give him a go in this matchup. This is a good get-right spot. I got to give him one more chance. If he doesn't get us there, though, might be time to wave the red flag, but I'm not waving the red flag yet. I'm going back to him. He's got a 32.2% K rate overall with a 16.6% swinging strike rate, 32.7% K rate against righties, and a 29.5% K rate against lefties. That is elite. Like I said, this Royals lineup is not good. And when we're looking at these K rates, there's a lot of strikeouts to be had. Starting from the bottom up with Nicky Lopez. He's a low strikeout guy with only a 12% K rate. But then we get past him, 30, 14, 30, 24, 27, 26, and 19 at the top. So, like I said, the fantasy score is a little bit high for me. We're targeting Brady Singer fantasy on the other side. I'm not really too confident in the Rays' ability to give him run support, but I do like the strikeouts here. So, pick number 4, we will be going with the over 7.5 strikeouts for Shane McClanahan. Once again, you look at the recent games, I know it's been tough, but this is a perfect get-right spot, man. I got to give him one more go. If he goes out there and he's still looking as tough as he has as of late, like I said, I think it's kind of time we got to look elsewhere. But I think this is the spot he can get right, man. He's going to be up there 96, 92, 100 pitches. The strikeout stuff's phenomenal. 6 or more innings typically every single time he takes the bump. And like I said, 4, 3, and 4 strikeouts the last few times. But then you look at his games earlier in the season. 8, 10, 10, 8, 9, 8, 9, 11, 11, 9, 8. He's been getting 8+ strikeouts very consistently. The underlying metrics look fantastic for him. I'm going to give him one more go, man. I'm going to give him one more go. I believe in him. So that's going to be pick number 4. And then pick number 5, we're going to be going down to the Atlanta Braves taking on the Houston Astros. Once again, we have another phenomenal pitcher in a good case spot, and that's going to be Lance McCullers just making his return. We don't exactly have the largest sample size with him this year due to the only 6 innings pitched. He has a 23.8% K rate overall, 33% K rate against righties, and a 16.7% K rate against lefties. But once again, just came back, and we're looking at his underlying metrics and what his numbers look like from the last couple of seasons. If we run the data from 2021 to 2022, as far as Lance McCullers is concerned, he features a 26% K rate against lefties and a 28% K rate against righties. So borderline elite stuff against righties, good stuff against lefties. This Braves lineup has quite a few righties in it with a few lefties mixed in. Kind of a nice combination. And a lot of strikeouts to be had. Once again, a lineup we've been targeting a lot with Ks, as we should. Starting from the bottom up with Grossman. Strikeouts in every single one of these bats. 26%, 22, 28, 18, 20, 25, 26, and 20. 3 at the top for this Atlanta Braves squad. Phenomenal K matchup. Lance McCullers has been working his way back from an injury. He was pitching in the minors to kind of get himself up to speed. His first performance, he went out there and threw 81 pitches. Had 5 strikeouts on 6 innings pitched. Looked really, really solid. His K prop set at 5.5. Had he been fully stretched out, typically he's going to be up there right around 90 pitches in this one is my guess. If he goes up to 100, fantastic. But I would guess he's right around 90, maybe mid-80s. And even if he's pulled at that pitch count, mid-80s, I do think he's able to get 6+ strikeouts in this heavy K matchup against the Braves. So pick number 5. We're going to be rocking with the over 5.5 strikeouts for Lance McCullers Jr. And that is my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the MLB today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, check those out. You're going to get picks for, like I said, I got Underdog, Prizepicks, all other apps as well. Some people aren't exactly experienced in the props game. I'll help you out to find a bigger edge on all apps. Sometimes diversifying can help in a big way. I know it's helped a lot of members that have joined the VIP and have learned that. So check that out. And if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, use that promo code KJK DFS to receive that instant match. Get that free money offer. Lock in these picks, guys. Wishing you all the best of luck on your props picks today, tonight, and we will see you in the next one.